Hello, everyone.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. 2 mornings in a row, we woke up to snow on the ground, even though it's the end of April.
We're still smiling.
Yeah. So we're very happy to be here. And this is an audience appreciation night.
Yeah.
So we haven't done one of the, although we always appreciate our audience.
Of course, yes.
We have decided to do this tonight. So thank you for your patience last week. We were down and out for the count for a couple of days. Tonya especially got hit pretty hard. But thank you to everyone who watched the show from November about our experience with missing time, parallel dimensions, aliens, and all that stuff. I was quite surprised for a rebroadcast how the numbers jumped. So we really appreciate that. I think the audience is growing. There were people who maybe had never seen it before, which is wonderful. And those who revisited, thank you.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Tonight, here's how it's going to work. I'm sitting here sort of as co-pilot just to kind of administrate and keep things going. It won't take much of that. We're going to roll the intro. And then when we come back, we'll jump into the comments section. Say hello to everyone, start taking down names, and you can jump right in for the readings, and you're going to do those for about an hour.
That's right.
Reach hopefully everyone who wants a reading, or as many as people we can in the hour.
As we can.
And maybe we'll do this again in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go with the opening to the show. Welcome, everyone. Thursday night, episode 63. There exists a realm beyond our wildest dreams, a realm beyond reality that the gatekeepers and guardians have always told us consists of nothing but tricks of the eye, weather balloons, swamp gas, sand cranes, fairy tale myths of monsters, crackpot conspiracy theories, and desperate cries for attention.
We know this realm exists, and it's just beyond the horizon. The preset path, the well-worn walkways where the cynics want us to stay.
Instead, give this a listen. Put on your headphones, adjust your volume, close your eyes, and fasten your mental seatbelts, because the twilight-tinged turnoff from reality's alluring highway is looming just ahead.
We're about to leave the plane of the easily explained, couldn't possibly be's, and the no way I just saw what I saw's, for the spaces and places where everything is possible, and if you stay long enough, even probable. We're about to take a journey into the outer realms.
All right. So, oh my gosh, the chat room is... All right, so let's see here. Hello, Candace. Hi, Mark. Hi, Austin. Hi, Ronald. Mark and Austin and Candace. And so Candace, so we're going to put Candace first on the list here. Austin, thank you. Austin says he loves the intro. Jessica's here. All right, so I would love to get a reading, please. Angelina. Okay, so folks, if you'd like, hello to everyone, by the way. If you'd like to get a reading, just say so right there. Okay, Austin, there we go. So I'll be taking those down while Tanya's doing the readings, and we'll just go in order.
Yeah, so you've got Candace down. So Candace, I'm going to start with you. What I've decided to do tonight, to do something a little different, is I have my favorite oracle deck with me, and it is, those of you who've had readings from me know this is my favorite deck, the Enchanted Map Oracle Cards. This is by Colette Baron Reed. Yay! She has beautiful decks. I love this one. So just to give you a brief rundown of how it works for me with oracle cards. When I look at the card, sometimes I see what's happening on the card. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes a little movie comes to life in my mind. I get words, phrases, and just kind of get an overall sense of what this card is for you. So, and I always get like a number. So, Candace, for you, I'm getting 4. So I'm going to shuffle 4 times. And here we go. And just takes me a second to kind of get everything that I'm going to get off of the card for you. All right. So Candace, the card that I've pulled for you is called Dry Desert. And a lot of times people go, oh no, but this is actually a very good card.
That's where we met, in the dry desert.
Yeah. So what I'm getting for you, Candace, on this card, and for those of you who are listening after and can't see the card, depicted in the card is a young woman standing in the desert. She's looking off in the distance. You can see her footprints behind her. There's a beautiful sky, purple pink sky on the horizon. And so, Candace, what I'm getting for you on this card is that I get a sense that you're in a place of contemplating your next, sort of like the next chapter is what I'm getting, like the next chapter in your life. What are your next steps? What are you wanting to do next? And I see you kind of really giving this a lot of thought. On the one hand, I get a sense of you having a really clear, like if you look at the way she's looking, at the direction that she's looking here in the card, I feel like you have a really strong sense of where you want to go. And then yet at the same time, when I feel into that, I feel like there's hesitation, like you're questioning, like you're not sure that this is something you can do. But what I want to say to you is, yes, you can. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Look at this beautiful sky here. The sun is coming through. All of the colors are coming through on the sky. And what I see just over the horizon here is this wonderful oasis. So what this card is saying to you is, if you trust in yourself and you believe in yourself and you take those next steps forward, you can do it. You can achieve whatever it is that, you're wondering whether or not you can do it. You absolutely can do it. So before we move on, Candace, just pop in if you have any questions, if that makes sense for you.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, we'll just move on and then let Candace.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll put them up on the screen when the comments come.
Perfect.
And you can see them
and
to
then
get
we
to.
can kind of go back. So
I know Ronald, our good friend from ERRT, Ronald rebroadcast the show about a month later, Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Ronald has to go attend to his network. So let's go ahead and get Candace said it's pretty spot on. I love it. All right. Good luck to you, Candace. I love these because everybody can benefit from hearing these very positive things.
Absolutely. These cards are amazing. So we're going to move on
to... Okay. So let's go on to Ronald.
Ronald, I'm getting 6 for you. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, okay. Give me just a second here, Ronald.
He's gonna like that.
Yeah, he's gonna understand this for sure.
Hi, Julie.
Okay. So, Ronald, the card that I have pulled for you is card number 43. The card is details, details, details. And again, for those of you who are listening after the fact and you can't see the card, depicted in the card are these stacks of books that are lying open. There's a magnifying glass, and a little mouse is looking through the magnifying glass, and magnified through the glass is the word clarify. There's also a compass in the forefront of the card here. And for you, Ronald, what I feel like this is saying is you right now are in this process in your life where you're seeking. So you just like, you're thirsty for knowledge. You're thirsty for information. And that's a wonderful place to be. You're just seeking, seeking, seeking. But what I'm getting for you from this card is, like, if you notice all these books that are open here, maybe Joey could, but not many people that I know could read all of these books at once. And I think that this card is calling on you to just sort of focus your intention or focus your interest on one thing at a time. And that's what the word clarify is here. I'm not getting clarify as much as I'm getting focus for you. So just find that one thing that you really want to do. And I know that you have a very specific thing that you're interested in pursuing right now. And Ronald says, LOL. That's what this card is calling on you to do. Also to sit quietly in meditation, more meditation for you, Ronald. Get back to that daily practice. I feel like that's fallen away for you a little bit. I feel like right now it's maybe a little bit sporadic. So you want to get back into that daily habit of meditation. And a lot of this clarity is going to come through for you. And it is like, if you look again at all these stacks of books, the answers are in there. It's all there. It's all available to you. That's what these books are saying. It's all there. All the information that you want is available. All you have to do is quiet your mind, sit in meditation, redevelop that meditation practice, and you're going to discover all the things that you're hoping to discover.
All right. So he said, wow, I love it. Terrific. Mark says, well, Julie's here. Julie, let us know. Tonya's doing readings tonight using a deck. If you'd like a reading, just let us know in the comments. We'll put you on the list. Mark Husk,
All right.
a good friend. Hello to my two favorite people. Hello, we miss you, sir. I joined late. Could you tell me what deck you're using?
Absolutely, Mark. I am using Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map deck. It is my favorite deck. I love the way the pictures on these cards come to life for me. And I was talking about how when I turn the card over and look at it, a little movie sometimes will play out for me, or I'll get words or phrases, or sometimes little specific details. And that's what these cards are so wonderful. There's tiny little details. They're almost like they remind me of like sort of like the Where's Waldo books from the 80s. Like there's so many little details to pick out in these cards, and the right details will jump out for the right people. So who is next? Mark?
No, Angelina's next. But I just want to put this up here. Candace's comment when Jessica Knuckles, who's also with us this evening, Jessica's on the list for a reading. When she did a reading a while back, she almost had the same reading you did, and everything was along the same line. So I love those kind of reinforcements. Those are wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we move on, I just want to acknowledge Julie, Gary, and Maribel are on the list. So let's go with our friend Angelina out in Iowa, our #1 fan on Saturday morning story time. She's always there, even though it's super early for her, which we appreciate. And she also named our alien back there Alienora. So let's move on.
All right, Angelina, for you, I'm getting 7. So 2, 3. Normally I would shuffle these cards a little bit different, but it's going to be so noisy for the audio, so I'm trying to do it quietly. And here we go. I love this card for you, Angelina. The card is number 50, and it's called Compass, and it's this beautiful, intricate compass here. And on the sections of the compass are the signs of the zodiac, and there is a little frog. What I'm getting for you, though, from this card is really, I guess we could tie it back to the compass, but I'm getting something completely different for you. And it's really, well, it's not completely different, but you'll understand once I get into it. I'm getting for you, Angelina, that you are at a place in your life right now where you are really stepping into your own. You're stepping into a really strong sense of yourself. You're owning your own personal power at this point in your life. And I really love this for you. It feels so good. It's almost like you feel like you've put a lot of work in, you've done the work leading up to this point, and now you're finally sort of, they show me like you grasping at the gold ring is the image that I'm getting for you. That probably has some meaning for you more than just metaphorically. I feel like there's something more there for you. But yeah, just stepping into your own power and pursuing. They're talking about you pursuing something that you've been thinking about, and now you really have this self-assuredness to go forth and pursue this. It feels really good for you. I'm also getting for this year feels really good in terms of like abundance, particularly financial abundance, I feel like. But I do feel some money coming in. That's why I'm saying I'm getting a lot of things that aren't necessarily depicted on the card here for you. It's just kind of flooding in with all kinds of images. But I see some financial abundance coming in for you, a lot of self-assurance, just feeling really good about yourself, feeling really good about things, and going forward and grabbing that golden ring.
I love it.
Yeah.
What a great card.
Great card for you.
All right. And no one more deserving, except possibly this fella. Next for a reading is Austin Burke. Austin is one of the Three Beards, a wonderful podcast, folks. Shout out to them. It's Wednesday nights. They have a guest on at 7. They have a guest on at 8:30. We have been deeply honored to be on the show, I think 4 times now.
Mm-hmm.
A couple weeks ago, we were on talking about Tesla and the paranormal. Such a great discussion. We're going to do that here on this show coming up in a couple months. But anyway, let's move right on with a reading for Austin. Just want to give a shout out to our boys at Three Beards.
Absolutely. All right. So for you, Austin, I'm getting 9. So 1. Oops. It's not the easiest way to shuffle.
Our audio audience will appreciate it, though.
I know.
Oh, I see those little waveforms spiking.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
But I do my
very
engineering.
Not
It's
to make
okay.
Noise when you're shuffling cards.
We should put
Okay.
a cloth down for you, but go ahead.
Yes, that would have probably been a great idea. Okay, give me just a second here. Okay, so Austin, the card that I have drawn for you is card number 24. The card is called Stuck in the Mud. Don't worry too much. This isn't necessarily a bad card. Depicted on the card is an elephant, literally stuck in the mud. He's got this little canary, I guess it is, a little yellow bird on his back, and he's really trying to move through this almost quicksand-like terrain here. And also what I'm getting for you is this card is just calling on you to let go of certain, I don't want to say habits, but I guess for lack of a better word, I'm going to say habits, but I'm going to define that a little more clearly. This card is talking about how Austin, you have a tendency to like things the way you like them. And maybe a hesitancy, not always, but in certain areas is what I'm getting a sense of, to like, no, this is the way I do it. This is the way, like not wanting to open yourself up to new experiences, only in certain areas though. I don't feel like this is you entirely, but this card is calling on you. Hey, either something is coming your way or something has come your way recently where you normally would say, oh no, like I don't, like that's just not for me or whatever. And this card is saying, open up, give it a try. Don't be stuck in the mud, because just on the other side of where this guy is heading here, I see some really cool things and some really fun times. So again, if something has come your way, or if in the next few days or weeks, you have an opportunity to do something a little bit differently than what you normally would, I'm really going to encourage you to just do it. To just take that opportunity, because I'm getting a lot of fun there for you. And something that could even open, they're showing me like some other doors opening. So I feel like this could open some additional opportunities for you. You're either going to meet someone who's going to provide some additional opportunities for you, or just the opportunities are going to come. I'm not sure exactly which it is, but this feels really good. So it's just saying, hey, you know, be open, try new things. Don't always be like, oh no, that's just not my thing. Give it a try.
Austin says spot on.
Awesome.
And that is amazing. Thank you so much. Folks, I apologize. I'm dealing with, if we dropped out of Facebook for a moment, we should be back. I'm trying to block someone who's taking advantage of the openness of this platform. So just bear with us. Lori Osborne, I want to say, not to tease, but we're working on a couple of great things with Lori.
Yes.
That we hoping to announce publicly soon. One is decided, we're looking for a date. The other one, we're just waiting to hear on something. So a reading for Lori, please.
All right, Miss Lori, for you, I have number 8. So I'm going with 1 on that.
Okay. We should be okay.
All righty.
Okay, Lori's here and she's excited.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Lori, for you, I have drawn the number 25, the Metamorphosis card, and this card just feels so wonderful for you. What I'm getting for you, Lori, this is a time where you truly are going through this. It's kind of similar to what I was getting for Angelina, with slightly different energies around it. You again, you're going through this change in your life where you're fully embracing who you are. You're being a little more confident in showing people more about yourself, being a little bit less guarded about true aspects of yourself that you've kind of hidden from certain people, not from everyone, but really, again, stepping into your own personal power and claiming that power and saying, hey, you know what? This is who I am. And they're showing me an image of you with like both hands on your hips, sort of like a little bit sassy. Like, yeah, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. I'm also seeing, it has nothing to do with the picture here on the card, which I should say for those who can't see. We have two flamingos facing each other. There's a beautiful monarch butterfly depicted and beautiful skies with the sun shining through the clouds here. So what I'm seeing for you, Lori, is for some reason on the beach. So sometime this year, you will be visiting the ocean. I see you so clearly standing on the beach. And again, standing underneath the blue sky, both hands on your hips, just fully stepping into that power, owning who you are, feeling really wonderful about things. And I just see really confident energy around this. It feels so good. I see a lot of happiness coming in for you this year. So brilliant card. And I'm, you know, as a personal friend of yours, someone who's known you for a long time, I am so thrilled to see this for you. So it feels wonderful.
Awesome. I just want to put this up here. Angelina said, spot on. My pendulum is swaying. Yes. Awesome. Her financial goals are being met. Got her carpet on Monday.
Oh, congratulations.
So there you go.
Wonderful.
Lori says, oh, thank you, Tonya. Love you. 3 hearts. So that's wonderful. All right. So Jessica,
5 I get for you. So, is this for me to kind of make less noise with?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone will love it. Hello, Colette.
Hi, Colette.
Good to see Angela, Colette, Julie. They were with us 63 episodes ago, way back a year ago, January, when we first started. So wonderful to see everyone here.
Okay.
Colette, if you'd like a reading, just let us know. We'll get you on the list. Okay, Tonya, sorry.
No. It's all good. So let me just take a look at this card real quick for Jessica. Ooh, I'm getting a lot, and that sometimes happens. It's more than one topic that kind of rolls off of the card for me, and I'm certainly getting that. It's at least 3 different things that are coming off of this card for you, Jessica. So the card is called Wishing Well. The number, got to get it in the frame there. The number is 48, and for those who are listening after the fact, depicted on the card is a lovely young woman who's standing by this well, and there is gold light emitting from the well. There's a golden mask kind of hovering above. There's a little bird. I think it is I've never noticed that bird before, so that's definitely for you. I'm going to say that's a dove. It's tiny and hard to see. But, Jessica, what I'm getting is certainly this card is talking about some real wishes coming in for you. Something that you've really wanted, that you've really thought about is going to come true for you. And I feel like it's going to be relatively soon, within months, this is going to come through for you. I'm also, when I look at the mask for you, Jessica, I see this mask as like a mask that's coming off. So similar to what I was getting for Lori is I feel like you're taking off a certain mask that maybe you've worn around. Again, not everybody, but specific people you have maybe been afraid to show certain aspects of yourself. And I see that mask coming off fully. So this is just a wonderful year of empowerment for so many people. But again, I see you stepping into your own power, but they're talking about creative power here. And I'm really getting a lot for you around your writing. And I almost feel like this little scene here is going to make it into one of your books, Jessica. There's something about this that just cries out to me about writing and your writing. And I feel like the wish coming in is separate. Not that, a wish might not be fulfilled for you in writing, but this is a separate wish that's coming through. And they're just talking to me about like something you've really wanted and thought, oh, it would be so cool if I could have that. It's going to happen for you. So this feels really, really good. Again, I like to see that you're showing more of your true self, that you're allowing yourself to be more authentic around certain people that maybe you've been afraid to. And they're really wanting me to say to you, Jessica, that it's okay. You may be afraid that people won't accept you fully for who you are, but they're definitely going to. I don't think you're going to have the, that you think you might have when you reveal certain aspects of yourself. People are going to be completely accepting and embrace you for who you truly are. The white dove is calling on me to talk about it, and I'm just feeling it's representing peace, like this inner peace coming for you. And I think it's going to be around, revealing these parts of yourself, being completely more authentic. And then you're going to find this inner peace that's just like, hey, this is something I may be worried about a little bit, and now I don't have to worry about it, and it feels really good. Also, peace coming in with whatever this wish that gets granted, or really, I don't like to think of it as a wish that gets granted. Symbolically, yeah, we could think of it that way, but it's really more about what you've attracted for yourself. When things show up in our life, it's because we have done the work energetically to attract those things into our life. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. So all this gold energy around the wishing well here has to do with the work that you've been doing and the energetic frequency that you've been putting out to the universe. And now the universe is showing up and saying, hey, all right, I can fill that order for you. And that's exactly what's happening for you. So a very good card.
I have kind of selfish reasons, but I really like that card as Jessica's book editor. I'm very excited to hear that. Jessica, check in. I hope you're still with us. Just send us a message in the chat room. We know you're still here. A reading for Julie. Julie Cole, please.
Julie. I'm getting 4 for you, Julie. So
I also want to acknowledge Mark Husk, Colette, we got you on the list. So Jessica said, wonderful reading. I love the image and took a screenshot before you mentioned using it. Great.
Awesome. Okay, Julie. Ooh. Interesting. This rarely happens. Give me just a second here.
She's ready with a heart.
So, Julie, rarely does this happen where I will pull the same card for 2 people in a sitting like this. But I really, like I mentioned earlier, and for those who can't see, it's the number 50, the compass card again. And this was the card that I pulled for, I believe it was Angelina. These energies are really kind of swirling around for so many people. I get something a little bit different for you with this card, though, Julie. The thing that I'm really drawn to for you on this card, and I'm going to hold it up, hopefully you can see, is that little tiny frog down there. And I'm getting, with the frog, almost like the metamorphosis. So this feels to me, for you, Julie, it's like a combination between this card and the metamorphosis card that I pulled for Lori. But I'm getting that you are going through quite a big transition for yourself. They're showing me, the image that they're giving me for you, Julie, is a lot of things kind of dropping away off of you. So I feel like you're letting go of things that may no longer be serving you. Just like they're showing me like burdens just kind of dropping down. So whatever this is for you, this feels really good. And this is part of the transformation that you're undergoing. And they're showing me like these wings kind of coming out and you sort of coming into a whole new place for yourself, being a lot lighter. I feel like that's what these wings are representing. So you're going to feel, if this isn't already happening for you, you're going to start to feel a lot lighter. Awesome. So Julie says, yes, I am. And you're really, here's the phrase they're giving me, reaching out. And the way that I'm the way that I'm interpreting that, just with the energies that it comes in with, is that you're reaching out and helping a lot of people. I see you, they're like showing hands. Like, I don't know if you're volunteering or what capacity it is, but I just see you helping a lot of people. It could be that you're helping people in the same way that I do. I know you have these abilities as well. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are offering support and help for a lot of people. And I know that your guides are really smiling on this. This is really, really part of your true path, is what they're saying to me. And it's brilliant that you're doing this. It all feels really good. I see a lot of sunshiny like energy coming in around you. Again, a very good year coming up ahead for you. This all feels just really good. So wonderful, Julie.
I think it's very interesting. As Angelina pointed it out, she said, we have a twinsies card, girl, which is cool. But two of the very first people we met when we launched Into the Outer Realms in January got the same card.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
That's very Outer Realmish to create a new phrase. So our friend Gary is a doctor of Playcology. Gary, if you could put your website, Gary's a freestyle world Frisbee champion, and a very, very good friend of ours, hails from Winchester, Virginia. I've had the honor of working with Gary on numerous occasions. Sorry, I'm taking care of it.
Sorry.
And so without further ado, a reading.
Okay, so I get 6 for Gary.
So Julie says that she's not afraid to talk about her beliefs. She's been helping others with questions they've had. That's wonderful. This is a wonderful time now. So she said, thank you so much, Blonde. And there it is, champion of play. And Gary truly is. And not just for children, although he's amazing with kids. Play is important for all of us. So here's a reading for Gary.
All right. Give me just a second, Gary. Wow. I love this card. It's no surprise because of Gary's energy, which is so playful and fun. So for you, Gary, the card is number 8, and it is called Come Together. Depicted on the card, we have 2 giraffes kind of smooching here. And then coming just above them are 3 hearts. One gets, each one larger than the other. And on top is, I'm not a great bird person, but I think that's a pelican sitting on top there. So what I get for you off of this card is, I feel like this is you and Wendy, Gary, coming together and doing a lot of wonderful things. I'm just kind of seeing you guys, I don't know, they're showing me a lot of kind of like outdoor activities that are happening. Obviously, I know you guys well enough to know that that's something that you already do quite a lot of. But I also see the 2 of you coming together. This pelican fellow here feels like an individual, a person that the 2 of you are coming together to help. So I feel like there's someone you're helping along in some way. Now, Gary, I know that you naturally do that for folks all the time anyway. You're always making connections for people. But this feels like even a little bit more than that. Like you're probably making connections for this person, but I feel like both of you in your both very unique ways are giving a specific individual a lot of advice, words of wisdom, almost nurturing this person along, helping them. And I feel like what I also get with this is that this person really needs this at this time. And it's very beneficial. So if you don't know who this is, if this isn't...
He does. It's a family member.
Okay, perfect. Because I was going to say, sometimes it's something that's coming in for you, but this is already happening. And I just get that this is so important. See these little hearts here? That's what this is all about, like how much you guys really love and are nurturing this person. And look at how he's lifted up there. He's looking pretty good sitting on top of those hearts. So this feels really good, both of you working together to support this person. And I know that they appreciate it.
I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You.
Okay. So Maribel.
Maribel, I get 3 for you. 1. Okay. Okay, give me just a second.
All right, she's ready. She says, yay.
Okay.
There we go.
Maribel, the card, don't worry when you see this now. It's called Stormfields and depicted on the card for those who aren't seeing it right now. There's a path, like a little checkered path. Always reminds me of the yellow brick road, actually, in The Wizard of Oz. There's a tornado just about to hit a house. The card number is 9, and people see this card and they usually panic and go, oh my gosh, right. Oh, don't worry. This is actually a very good card. This card is talking about really the hero's journey. And what that means is, Maribel, something is either, if it hasn't happened yet, something's going to come in that's going to challenge you a little bit. That's what this tornado is about. This card is calling on you to step up to the challenge and, in Joseph Campbell's terms, answer the call to adventure. So this card really, it is the Wizard of Oz to me because that's the perfect example of the hero's journey, right? So in the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy decides, well, I'm out of here, and me and Toto were leaving. But then what happens, as Joseph Campbell would say, she refuses a call to adventure. So she goes and she sees the wizard in the carriage there, and she goes, oh, no, I can't do it. I'm going back home. But it's too late because the universe is like, oh, no, you're going on the adventure. So it sends the tornado. And so the tornado is going to come for you, Maribel. That's just going to mean some kind of challenge is going to come up. There you go. That's all this is. And it's really just calling on you to step up and answer the call to adventure. This is going to change you in a very beneficial way. And that's what change is all about. We need those little struggles in life so that we grow. Challenge makes us stronger. So you do have, what this card is saying to you, Maribel, is you do have the inner reserves. Think of Dorothy. So whenever you're being you're thinking of this challenge, you're dealing with this challenge, whatever it is, I just want you to think of, even get The Wizard of Oz and put the movie on and just think about all the little subtle details. Because guess what? You had the shoes all along. You got the shoes. You can face the monkeys. You can get through this. And it's all going to be, you can melt the witch. That's what this is for you. It's the hero's journey, and you're going to come through it even stronger, even better than you were. And I do see at the end of this, or actually completely unrelated to the Wizard of Oz, they're showing me a little pot of gold. And I don't know if this really literally means for you financial abundance, but it certainly is a symbol for abundance for you. So I think there's going to be a lot of good things, like a pot of gold. I actually think, though, that the pot of gold is going to be something that you discover within yourself. You're going to learn something about yourself that you never knew, and you're going to feel so good about it. So this is actually a very good card for you.
And I like, we have some time. What I love about the hero's journey, and Mark has written a wonderful book. He's an addictions counselor, and quite an excellent one, and a very, very good man, a poet, a writer, really a polymath. But he says Joseph Campbell in the hero's journey, and he's equated the 12 steps to Joe Campbell's hero's journey. It matches up really well. What I really love about the hero's journey is, just like in Wizard of Oz, you come back home. Mm-hmm. You have changed. Therefore, your relationship with home and the people in it has changed. It's the same exact thing in Alice in Wonderland. Alice comes back, but she's different because we've gone through the journey just in enough time to go through it again. So she has the shoes. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, yes. This is so fun. So, Colette.
All right, Colette, I am getting 4. So here we go. Ooh, I love the energy on this card for you, Colette. So the card is, so sorry for the glare here, folks. I'm trying. Number 18, the Magic Stream card. And again, for those who are listening after the fact and can't see, depicted on the card is a waterfall coming from this sort of very narrow cliff. and down into a lovely stream. And there's a sort of like a bonsai tree growing out from the top of the cliff here. There's a crane sitting here on a little mound of grass in the stream, and there's some rocks, and the sky is beautiful, and there's a rainbow over the cliff. What I actually get for you on this is I get writing. I get like journaling. I'm just seeing, how do you say it? When you're just writing, I can't think of the term for some reason. You're just writing without
Stream of consciousness.
Stream of consciousness. Thank you.
I knew I was here tonight for a reason.
That's right. I need you.
Thank you. I need you too.
Yes, I need you. So
Okay,
that's what
behave.
this stream. That's what this stream of consciousness, I'm sorry, not to make light of your reading here.
Right.
That's what the stream is representing here. It's stream of consciousness. And I see you journaling, and just like some really wonderful, amazing things are coming from this stream of consciousness writing that's happening for you. I'm getting a lot of creativity. It's almost like, here's what I get. It's like a download of creativity coming through, almost like you're channeling. There's all kinds of muses around you right now, and it's almost like it's so much you're not even quite sure what you're going to do with all of this. And I'm just going to say, just continue to be open to it. You really are channeling. They just keep giving me that word right now. You're channeling a lot of really wonderful information. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm also getting like you're probably getting some things through dreams as well. So if you're not writing down your dreams right now, I really would encourage you to do that as well. This is just, I have to say, the card is called Magic Stream. Oops. And it feels magical. It literally feels like some kind of magic is happening here for you. So just continue to be open to it. Journal. Don't try to editorialize it as it's coming in. Just go with that stream of consciousness, and so you're gonna figure out how to pull all of this together in the end. If you don't already know, that's just what they're showing me. You're gonna there's gonna be this moment where it's I know exactly what to do with this. So
awesome. So we're going to get to Mark Husk. We were talking about him. But before we do that, let's catch up on it. So first of all, this is very cool. Let's put this up from Jessica here. Maribel, she also has ruby red slippers. So
wonderful.
Yay, our audience, for having ruby red slippers. I think that's awesome. Julie with a follow-up message here. I felt so disconnected for a couple of weeks, so I knew I was in a deep healing. I think that's wonderful, that recognition of it's the shaman in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You go out into the world, you get the knowledge, you come back, you get into the cave, you recover, you go back out. The beautiful part is recognizing now when they're pulling the old hurts up for healing. It's getting easier and easier to let go. And Julie had a profound loss last year. So you're always in our thoughts, Julie, and I'm glad that healing journey is happening. She says, awesome, Colette, which is good. So supportive of our audience of each other. Valerie, hello, good evening. If you would like a reading from Tonya, please just let us know in the comments. We don't want to be presumptuous. And in the meantime, reading for Mark Husk, please.
For Mark, I get the number 5. So here we go.
Colette does write things down when she gets paranormal, like the doors slamming in work. We got to see a video of that. Thank you for that, Colette. That was quite an honor.
Sharing that with us. That was amazing. It could be. Because you made that comment, I just got a little flash of something else. It definitely could be connected to that. Just again, I'm getting, if something pops into your head, Colette, write it down. Write it down. There's some really brilliant stuff that's coming through for you right now. So, Mark, here we go. All right. I love this card. So, here we go with another story metaphor. So, shoot the glare. The card is called, there we go, Unexpected Visitors. The card number is 41, and depicted in the card is a young girl peeking through a door, and there's a little white rabbit. Of course, this makes me think of Alice in Wonderland with the girl and the little white rabbit. What I get for you, Mark, on this card, so it's called Unexpected Visitors. I'm getting like literally you may have an unexpected visitor, but more I feel like this is metaphorically, and I'm seeing it as like characters for story ideas. And I'm seeing like, again, very similar to what I was getting for Colette, just these ideas kind of popping into your head. But for you, they're like almost coming in as fully developed characters, and you already know so much about them. Again, I'm just going to say, write them down, write them down. I just see there. Okay. This is funny. The image that they're giving me is like rabbits, and that's what the rabbit depicted here is showing. It's like all these bunnies, the way that, you know, use the metaphor, oh, they're multiplying like rabbits. That's what this feels like. Just all these ideas, different characters are popping in. And then again, suddenly you're going to know how to pull them together into, they're saying one story. So if this isn't happening for you yet, be on the lookout for it, because I feel like it is. And because it's Unexpected Visitors, the name of the card, it is going to be in the most unexpected time. Like they're showing, like, you know, you're just, you know, having a cup of coffee, or, you know, mowing your yard or whatever, when you're least expected. It's just going to kind of pop into your mind. So this all feels really good. And I feel like it is going to be quite a kind of a magical, like a Alice in Wonderland kind of, you know, the way that story has so many magical elements. This is going to be very similar to that. So happy writing. This feels really fun.
All right, good stuff. Kelly Galbeth, I'm glad you found us on Facebook. I'm glad you found us on YouTube. That's always an option, folks. You can go to the Joey Medea YouTube channel. Every day is a story all its own, and we simulcast there. Kelly, please let us know if you'd like a reading. Anne, hello.
Hi, Anne.
Half of the team from Australia. Anne and Renata, congratulations. They just won 3 major awards in the Paranormal Awards. And if you want to put in the comments the 3 awards, I don't have the notes in front of me, but we'll happily share it with the audience. Also, let us know if you want a reading. Valerie, I'll ask you again, but we do have some time because we're caught up right now. So if anybody wants a reading, let us know. I'm going to take a few moments now while we're waiting to see if anybody else wants a reading. Oh, yes, Kelly would love one. Okay. So let's do that while you're in the groove.
Okay, wait, hold on one second before we go to Kelly. Mark says...
So Mark says, not happening right now, but that's usually how my writing happens. The muse sneaks up behind me and whacks me with a poem tied to a bat. Thank you. So there you go. Mow that lawn, because that's when it's coming.
I don't know why they're showing that, but definitely you're drinking coffee when one of these ideas is popping into your mind there. So
okay, so here we go for Kelly.
Kelly, I get 4 for you. So here we go. Okay, so Kelly, the card I pull for you is Flying, and depicted in the card there is a labyrinth, and above that is almost like a beautiful carousel horse with wings. All kinds of rainbow colors are on the horse, and even a little rainbow light is streaming from beneath the horse. There's some cherry blossom trees up above. The skies are clear blue. There's some clouds there. But what I'm getting for you, Kelly, with this card is really calling on you. I'm feeling like there's a sense, which is a wonderful thing, for you to daydream quite a bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this card is saying, you know, sometimes we got to have our feet a little bit on the ground. It's wonderful to be up in the sky, daydreaming, thinking about all the wonderful, magical things that we can attract into our life. And that's great. But sometimes we have to put our feet a little bit on the ground and take a little bit of action. And I feel like that's what this card is calling on you to do. we got to just put a little action, do a little bit of planning, which I realize right now for everyone, planning is not the easiest thing. And we have to plan in a much different way than we were ever used to planning. But I feel like they're saying, yes, you can achieve whatever this dream is, whatever this carousel horse is representing here. The dream, yes, you can definitely do it, but you're not going to be able to do it unless you take some steps of action, put your feet a little bit more on the ground. And they're talking about making a list of things. Like, first I would need to do this, then I would need to do that kind of thing. You are definitely capable of doing it. But again, they keep talking about feet on the ground. That's the phrase that they keep giving me. So that's their phrase, not mine. But you know what the steps are, is what they're saying. You know what the steps are. You just got to maybe write things down. I feel like it also feels a little bit overwhelming at times. It's a lot easier to think about the end result and the thing that you want. Yes, do. Take some action. So that's what this card is calling on. Absolutely, this is achievable. There's absolutely every possibility that you can achieve that. And I really feel like that's what the cherry blossoms. I don't know why, but that's what they're saying to me. It's totally achievable for you, but you've got to take those steps to do it. So I hope that helps.
Right. And did you see her note? She's asking if she's capable. I bet you she is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're capable. Yeah, no question. You just got to take the steps.
And that rainbow colored Pegasus there in that card there, that reminds me of the hippie wizard from Soul. So I'm loving that. Anybody who's up in the ether doing the hippie wizard thing, like with the tie-dyed pirate ship, that's my kind of person. So Kelly says, thank you. Folks, we have a little bit more time. We could do one or two more readings if there's anyone. Oh, Kelly, we know something about having dreams that are big.
And it's great to dream big. It absolutely is. You are totally capable of achieving this dream, but sometimes we really do have to put a little bit of the work in. We have to put the time commitment in. So it's Pisces and North Node. Yep.
Oh, okay. You know exactly what that means. Yeah.
But you can do this. You can do it. Just get yourself a little bit focused. Make a list if you need to. Take the steps. You've got this.
There you go. Jessica's saying big dreams are the best time.
That's right.
So let's get that book edited and out in the world. It's a wonderful, and I definitely, having read the book, I could see the parallels with the card, with the picture that you had said. So this has been great. I think it's been great for all of us to hear all this positive stuff and support each other. So while we're waiting to see if there's, we probably could do one more. I say we. You're doing it. Lori says, go big or go home.
That's right.
There we go. She just finished reading Ingo Swann's Penetration. Changed my life. So we're going to have a conversation with Lori about that book soon. Folks, if you can get your hands on that, it was out of print for a long time.
Yeah.
But maybe it's back in, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was able to get me a copy. I was very appreciative, a rare copy. The remote viewing program. You and I are working on some remote viewing protocols. I want to let you folks know. Okay. So you remember, you have to talk general.
I do know that.
But Anne has a specific request. Anne and Renata are up. They're on the brink, folks. They're already doing amazing things. Check out their YouTube channels, Ghost Hunters React. Renata, Daniel, Anne Rekowitz, I believe, if I remember the spelling, the pronunciation correctly. So let's see.
Okay, so I got 8 for you, Anne, in terms of shuffle. So I shuffled 8 times. Wow, this has happened now twice tonight that I've drawn the same card for 2 people. Now, Anne, I don't know if you were on with us when I drew this card before, but this is a very good card. This card really talks about the hero's journey. So I really see, the tornado, not really so much in the picture, more what happens right after the tornado, which is the land of Oz. So I kind of see really good, vibrant energies, good things coming through. They are showing me one thing, that a few sort of like bumps. So as far as the project goes, I feel like there's going to be a few, like, it'll feel like it's flowing.
That is a lot of oohs and woohoo.
That's right. It's going to go great, but I want you to know that they're showing me like almost like a car that goes and then stops and then goes and then stops. So there may be a few delays. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. But just know that for some reason, there's a little bit of energy around like the stop start kind of thing. But at the end of it, I'm definitely seeing the wonderful land of Oz. What I'm also getting for you with that is related to this project is there are going to be a lot of colorful people so attached to this. So some people are going to be a lot of fun and great, and some people, because of colorful personalities can be a little interesting to work with. But it's all going to be good. I'm seeing all the happy things in the land of Oz. I'm not seeing like the Wicked Witch or the monkeys or anything like that. I'm seeing more the little munchkins and the Yellow Brick Road and Glenna the Good Witch. So,
yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't Australia also known as Oz? So just two perfect. So this is super, super exciting. Mark says, no such thing as coincidence, or so I've been told. I say that myself. Not if you're paying attention. Not if you're in manifestation mode. There aren't. And that's right, Jessica, by their technical name, synchronicities, or as I like to call them, synchro-serendipities.
Mm-hmm.
I've been calling them that for about 12 years. So there you go. So Anne says, yup, very appropriate for current circumstances. And Renata, we are keeping fingers and toes crossed for you. I can't imagine anyone more deserving. And we're waiting for that big announcement.
One last thing
Go ahead.
was coming through when you were talking about synchronicities, and this is connected to Anne's card. They're just like showing me fine print. Not that there's like a problem, so nothing to worry about, but just being very aware or something about like, fine print. They're just showing me like a document and like all this, like whatever. So I know that you know what that means, but that they're giving me that as well. So
comes with the territory. Comes with the territory when you're in the big time. So we're coming to the end here. We have a lot of very exciting things to tell you. Upcoming shows. Next week, we're doing, by request of the audience, we're doing a show, Tonya and I, on reincarnation. So we're going to look at it from all the texts and religions that have talked about reincarnation, and it's most of them, which is very interesting. Then we're going to go into some of the real pioneers in the field, Ian Sanderson and Jim Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about their work a little. We're going to go into 3 or 4 very famous cases. We're going to talk about a case we worked on that really, for us, very much confirms reincarnation. I think it's some very good news. Had some incredible synchronicities. Little bit of time-space collapse, a lot of stuff going on with that. Anne says they'll be reading instead of skimming. That's good news for all of us who are dealing with contracts. We're going to have Mike Anthony, who is the author of
Love, Dad,
and Life at Hamilton. Thank you very much. And he's also, if you've seen the Netflix special, and I bet a lot of our audience has, Surviving Death, Mike is featured in several episodes of that. So it's going to be a pleasure to have him on the show. The week after that, and we'll give you guys a reminder, Dean and Stuart James Foy, Kindred Spirits. Mike's an actor as well as interested in the afterlife. Dean and Stuart are filmmakers, actors, acting teachers. They've done a book called Parting the Veil. These guys do old school English, seance, mediumship, table tipping, all that really kind of cool stuff. Their book is an excellent how-to guide. Then we're going to have Nicole Strickland, who's the acknowledged expert on the Queen Mary, the haunted Queen Mary from Long Beach. We don't use that word expert, but Nicole is an expert when it comes to that. We're going to wrap up May with Tesla and the paranormal, which we're very excited to talk about. We tested that out with 3 beards. It went very well. Glad to bring it to you direct. We're going to have a Hawaiian storyteller this summer. We're going to have a show on crystal skulls this summer. We're going to have the curator of the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic, and the RTC, our investigative team, our fringe theory team, is going to be coming back, hopefully with a new member. and we're going to be talking about the mystery of Antarctica in the middle of the summer, which I just love. So there you go. So Maribel says, love reincarnation talks. It's really good. We're going to talk about my past life regression, yours, your work as a regressionist. I think that's going to be an excellent Queen Mary. Angelina's been there. Awesome. Definitely tune in that. Julie says, great show, guys. Thanks so much, Tonya. I needed this today. Love you guys.
Wonderful.
We love you
we love
too.
You guys.
Jessica says, oh, fun show tonight. Thanks, Tonya. So many great shows. Thank you all, you guys. So
Thank you,
we're
everyone.
about to hit exactly 1 hour. So that's good. We want to give a big shout out to the 3 radio stations where we are syndicated now. We're very honored. So you can catch this episode audio only on KGRA Radio Tuesday nights at 2 a.m. It always works that way. About a month after a show airs on ERRT Radio, our friend Ronald Toltovar. That's Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Again, this is all Eastern Standard Time these times. And then on Friday nights, our newest syndication, we've been on for about 5 weeks now, Friday nights at 8 p.m. on Patriot Radio. And they're about 2.5 to 3 months behind. So you can catch classic episodes on Friday night. Colette, thank you. Great show.
Thank you,
Great
Colette.
show because of our audience, because
Yeah.
of our growing network, the syndication, our partners, different shows we've been on. Last night, folks, you can go to the Into the Outer Realms page. You can see our appearance on California Haunts Radio.
We had so much fun.
Yes, with Charlotte Koza.
is awesome.
We're going to have Charlotte on this summer. She has her own investigative team. She asks questions that we've never been asked before in like 60 appearances on podcasts. So definitely check that out. And we're excited.
Yeah.
May 15th, if you're in Southwest Pennsylvania, we're doing the Southwest Haunted Conference, or the SW Paracon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about, it's at the Greene County Historical Society. Those of you who have read Roommates from Beyond, we talk very generally about a haunted historical society, but now we can go public with the details. We're going to make a presentation, and then we're going to be with 3 or 4 other investigators and compare notes about what is going on in this very, very haunted 36,000 square foot space. So we're going to be doing 2 talks, signing books. We're going to have Into the Outer Realm merch, and I don't know the next time we're going to get out. So we're doing this one. It should be ultra
Yeah.
safe. We got both our vaccinations, our Modernas. We kind of paid the price for 48 hours, but we're doing good now. Everyone, have a wonderful night, and please join us next time, because you never know what you'll find when we journey into the outer realms. Always an honor, my co-host.
You too. Thanks for your help.
Yes, ma'am. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.